vision units. So we had those vision units have been established for the first time. చరిత్రలో ఎంతో ముందు పూర్వంలో ఎప్పటి నుంచి డిమాండ్ ఉండేది. ప్రతి ఒక్క కాన్స్టిట్యున్సీలో కూడా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ లెవెల్ నుంచి ఒక సీనియర్ ఆఫీసర్ని డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్ అంటే స్పెషల్ ఆఫీసర్ కాన్స్టిట్యున్సీ స్పెషల్ ఆఫీసర్ పెట్టడం, దాంతోపాటు 4-5 మెంబర్ టీమ్స్ ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూ పెట్టి ఒక ప్రాసెస్ చేసి మనం సర్ప్లస్ స్టాఫ్ నుంచి GSW స్టాఫ్ కూడా ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. అంతేకాకుండా ఒక యంగ్ ప్రొఫెషనల్ మన ప్లానింగ్ సొసైటీ నుంచి కూడా మొన్న ట్రైనింగ్ చేసి ఇచ్చాము సార్. దోస్ ఆర్ MBAs విత్ సమ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ in the field. So a good team is there. Similarly, Honorable Chief Minister directions మేరకు మనం ప్రతి ఒక్క కాన్స్టిట్యున్సీకి కూడా ఒక ఎక్స్పర్ట్ని అంటే ఒక ప్రొఫెసర్ని ఒక యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి టైఅప్ చేసి మ్యాప్ చేసి ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. సో వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఎమ్మెల్యే గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో చైర్మన్ గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో పనిచేస్తారు. వాళ్ళకి ఆఫీస్ ప్లేస్ కూడా ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. అండ్ దిస్ ఫంక్షన్ యూనిట్ ఇస్ నౌ ఫుల్లీ ఫంక్షనల్ సార్. వీఆర్ హ్యాపీ టు ఇన్ఫార్మ్. సిమిలర్లీ సార్ GSDP డిపార్ట్మెంటల్ మ్యాపింగ్ అంటే మన GSDP గ్రోత్ కి ఏదైతే టార్గెట్స్ ఉన్నాయో సార్ వానికి మనకు ముఖ్యంగా మన రాష్ట్రంలో 17 సబ్ సెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వీటికి సంబంధించిన దాదాపు ఒక 183 పారామీటర్స్ ఏదైతే గ్రోత్ కి ఉన్నాయో దానికి మ్యాపింగ్ కూడా చేయడం జరిగింది సార్. దాంతోపాటు ఈ సంవత్సరం మన టార్గెట్ కూడా 17.11% ఏదైతే పెట్టామో అది కూడా ఇచ్చి దాని మీద మానిటరింగ్ కూడా నడుస్తూ ఉంది. అది కాకుండా ఈ జీవీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ కి మీద ఎక్సైజ్ చేయించి మన నేషనల్ కౌన్సిల్ ఆఫ్ అప్లైడ్ ఎకనామిక్ రీసెర్చ్ నేషన్ నుంచి కూడా ఒక టీం పెట్టాము సార్. సో మండల్ లెవెల్లో డొమెస్టిక్ ప్రోడక్ట్ కూడా మనం తయారు చేయబోతున్నాము. నెక్స్ట్ 2 months లో ఆ ఎక్సైజ్ కూడా పూర్తి అవుతుంది సార్. ఇది కాకుండా సార్ యాజ్ అండర్ ది డైరెక్షన్స్ అండ్ లీడర్షిప్ ఆఫ్ ఆనరబుల్ చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ P4 అనేటువంటి ఒక కొత్త ఇనిషియేటివ్ లాస్ట్ టైం చెప్పడం జరిగింది సార్. అది పూర్తి అయింది సార్. ఉగాది టైంలో మనం ప్రోగ్రామ్ మొదలు పెట్టి మొన్న 15th August కి టార్గెట్ వరకు వీ హ్యావ్ డన్ 2 times సర్వే ఆల్సో అండ్ ఫైల్ అబౌట్ 21 lakh ఎలిజిబుల్ ఫ్యామిలీస్. అందులో దాదాపు ఒక 10 లక్షల ఫ్యామిలీ టైఅప్ చేయడం కూడా జరిగింది. ఇటీవల సార్ దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇన్ ది ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఆల్సో కమింగ్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ అ కోర్స్ కరెక్షన్. అది P4 లో నెక్స్ట్ సెషన్ లో చెప్తాము సార్. Now we come to the estimates, sir. The economic projections for Q1 and target and comparison with current prices, sir. So this year, for example, if you look at the targets, 23-24 low total GSDP is 14,22,000 crores, sir. This year we have got with 12% growth, sir, 15,93,000. అంటే దాదాపు ఒక 16 లక్షల కోట్ల మన ఆస్తిలో మన సంపద ఉంది సార్ రాష్ట్రంలో. Now we have kept a target of 17.11, sir, which will take it to 18.65 lakh crore. So దాదాపు ఇక 2,70,000 crore ఆస్తి సంపదాయాన్ని రాష్ట్ర సంపదాన్ని మన యాడ్ చేయబోతున్నాము. దానికి టార్గెట్ పెట్టి ఉన్నాము సార్. అదేవిధంగా నెక్స్ట్ 3 years కూడా సార్ ఇయర్లీ టార్గెట్ చేస్తూ 29-30కి ఆల్మోస్ట్ డబల్ చేసినట్టు 29,20,000 అంటే 30 లక్షల కోట్ల ఇదైతే 15 లక్షల నుంచి డబుల్ చేయాలని అనుకుంటున్నాము. దాని తర్వాత సార్ 5 year టార్గెట్ 47 వరకు కూడా 308 lakh crore అంటే $2.4 trillion కి ఒక ప్రణాళిక మనం తయారు చేయడం జరిగింది సార్. సో ప్లానింగ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ హియర్ నీతి ఆయోగ్ విత్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా అండ్ సమ్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ కన్సల్టెడ్ అండ్ దిస్ ఎంటైర్ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్ ఇస్ ఇన్ ప్లేస్ సార్. This has been told to the collectors, sir. Earlier also classes where we have taken lecture discussion. Honorable Chief Minister garu kuda anni జిల్లాల్లో మాట్లాడారు. సో జిల్లా వారీగా మీ మండల్లో కూడా ఆస్తి ఏమైనా ఉంది MDP అంటే మండల్ డొమెస్టిక్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆ మండల్లో ఏదైతే వర్తిస్తుందో అది ఎలా డెవలప్ చేయాలని నెక్స్ట్ 25 years ప్లానింగ్ కూడా తయారు చేయడం జరిగింది సార్. ఇందులో సార్ ముఖ్యంగా ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే Q1 quarters కి సార్ దిస్ ఇస్ ది latest statistics that has been released by Government of India last week, sir, and Planning Department has taken up for the Mana Rashtam ku. అందులో సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ క్వార్టర్ కి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ లో 10.50% is the performance we have done in Q1, sir, as compared to all India, sir, national level 8.8% ఉంటే మన 10.5 లో ఉన్నాము సార్. అయితే ఇది లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ లో చూస్తే సార్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ వీ హ్యాడ్ టోటల్ సంవత్సరం మొత్తంకి కూడా 12% గ్రోత్ ఉండేది. అందులో Q1 అంటే ఫస్ట్ క్వార్టర్ వాజ్ 9.58. సో ఇన్ ప్రొపోర్షనేట్ బికాస్ ఫస్ట్ క్వార్టర్ లో ఖరీఫ్ అండ్ రబీ అంటే అగ్రికల్చర్ ది మన అండ్ హార్టికల్చర్ కొన్ని క్రాప్స్ రావు కాబట్టి ఈ కొంచెం తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అది అయినా 1% గ్రోత్ ఇస్ అ గుడ్ సైన్. బట్ గౌరవనీయులు ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు చెప్పినట్టు వీ షుడ్ నాట్ బి కెజువలింగ్ దట్ అది అయిపోయిందని లేదు. సో ఇంకా పెరుగుతూ వెళ్ళాలి. ఐఎమ్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ సార్ దట్ అట్లీస్ట్ 15% గ్రోత్ అంటే 17% టార్గెట్ పెట్టి ఉన్నాము నెక్స్ట్ 3 quarters కి. ఇదే మన కొనసాగితే డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు బి ఆన్ ట్రాక్ ఫర్ దట్ టార్గెట్ సార్. If you look at the breakup, sir, agriculture and sector వారీగా చూసినట్టయితే మన అగ్రికల్చర్ సెక్టర్ లో జీవీఏ హ్యాస్ బీన్ అడెడ్ టు 9.45%, సార్. అది లాస్ట్ క్వార్టర్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ Q1 ఆఫ్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ చూస్తే 2.16% ఉండేది సార్. సో దానికంటే కూడా మంచిగా మన ఉంది. ఇంకా ట్యాంక్స్ కూడా ఫిల్ అయ్యి మన క్రాప్ సీజన్ వస్తుంది కాబట్టి దిస్ విల్ ఆల్సో బి యాడింగ్ సార్. ఇండస్ట్రీ సెక్టర్ లో సార్ వీఆర్ అట్ 8%. సో 6.3 అట్ నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో ఉంటే దాన్ని కూడా దేర్ ఈస్ సమ్ ఫిలిప్ విత్ ది ఇండస్ట్రీ దట్ మీన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ కమింగ్ సార్. సర్వీస్ సెక్టర్ ఇస్ స్లైట్ కాజ్ ఆఫ్ కన్సర్న్ సార్. ఇంకా 8.47% ఉంది. దో టూరిజం అండ్ సమ్ అదర్ విల్ బి గివింగ్ దట్ బ్రేకప్ సార్ ఆ సెక్టర్ లో. బట్ ఇంకా మనం కొంచెం పెంచాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది సార్. మొత్తం కలిపి సార్ వీఆర్ అట్ 8.5% ఆఫ్ ది వాల్యూ అడిషన్ and GSDP growth of 8.35%, sir. This is at constant price, sir. And 10.5 is at the nominal price. At constant price, we are at 8.35% as compared to 7.8% of the country level, national average, sir. So, these figures are ivodam jarigindi, sir. So, as we go along, I think sector variga kuda will be taking up, sir. Idi kaakunda, sir, ippudu sub sector variga chusinattayite we have this quarter, sir, what performance. So agriculture, horticulture typically don't come for the first quarter, so that is why it is 0, sir. Now livestock, sir, we have grown about 23% as compared to 16% last year, sir. So almost at low highest we are doing. So 24% ante quarterly lo mana unnamu, sir. So remaining 3 quarters lo 76% cheyali, sir. Adhe vidhanga, sir, forest, fishing and major edaithe sub-sector performance undo అది కూడా ఆల్ టీమ్స్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ లెవెల్లో సిపిఓస్ దగ్గర కలెక్టర్స్తో కూడా షేర్ చేయడం జరిగింది, సార్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ది బ్రేకప్ ఆఫ్ ది క్వార్టర్, సార్. అండ్ దెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ అట్ GVA contributions, subsector wise, again agriculture, horticulture for this quarter is 0, so therefore it is not coming. Those are the maximum contribution. They will actually next quarter onwards they will be coming down, sir. But livestock, manufacturing, services in this order of the pyramid, it is there, sir. The green one on the left side is last year Q1 and blue number is this year, sir. So for example, this year we have done in livestock 14.1%. Last year it was 14.64%, sir. Manufacturing is 12.2%. Last year it was 12.31%, sir. So similarly, each subsector variga kuda a comparison ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది, sir.
Secretaries who note cheskondi, you are not silent spectators, be clear. All head of the departments, ఇప్పుడు ఈ కాన్ఫరెన్స్లో జిల్లా హెడ్స్ కూడా ఉన్నారు. ఒక కాంపిటీషన్లో ఎవరు బాగా చేయగలుగుతారో వాళ్ళు విన్నర్స్ అవుతారు. అట్లా కాకుండా ఇదేదో అకాడమిక్ డిస్కషన్ మాకు సంబంధం లేనుకుంటే కరెక్ట్ కాదు. ఇది చూసినప్పుడు మీకు క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది, వేర్ యూ స్టాండ్, వేర్ ఇస్ ది స్కోప్ ఫర్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్. ఇంకా లాస్ట్ మీరు డ్రిల్ డౌన్ చేస్తే ఫర్దర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వస్తుంది మీకు అనలిటిక్స్లో. క్యారీ ఆన్.
సార్ ఎందుకో సార్ ముఖ్యంగా నోటబుల్ పాయింట్ is సార్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్
మినిస్టర్స్ కూడా నోట్ చేసుకోవాలి మీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్.
So last year Q1 no, sir, the value addition to the GSDP was 2,99,000 crores, sir, about 3 lakh crores, sir. This year it is 3,31,000 crores, sir. So that 31,000 crore is ante compared to growth lo koncham exercise మనం చేసాము, sir. Now sir, similarly district వారీగా చూసినట్టయితే sir, from top to bottom, sir, the ranking that in Q1 that we have got, sir. So Srikakulam is highest, sir, 24%, then Prakasham, Vijayanagaram, Bapatla in that order, sir. This is for all the 3 sectors combined, sir. Agriculture, industry and services. Sector variga kuda now next will be presenting, sir. So it is important for the collectors to note that whatever Q1 you have not been able to achieve, in the 7th column, Q2 plus Q3 plus Q3, next 3 quarters you have to make up for that. So that will be your target for the remaining 3 quarters. Now, of course, second quarter is almost typo vachindi, because now you will be settling in your districts. So half yearly it will be given to you. You will have to concentrate on Q3 and Q4 and see how those performances are happening. What are the activities which are highlighted or which are important in your district? CPOs will be able to guide you, and you have to take review and ensure that there are no bottlenecks in those activities, so that this the performance on the GSDP side improves. So this is 26 district-wise ranking, sir. Now I would like to take you through the KPI's key performance indicators. So this key performance indicators under the Swarnandhra overall performance of the government under the directions of Honorable Chief Minister in last 6 months, these have been developed. The scoring methodology, the district-wise ranking and Mandal-wise ranking, how it comes, you'll have to please note, because this is the first month when this is compiled. Now this will be every month exercise, so monthly these numbers will be shown up as to Honorable CM sir and Chief Secretary sir. So there will be a performance review of districts based on these parameters. Kabatti, this you will have to keep in mind. Now, important point is that there are 28 secretariats, 64 HODs and about 512 KPIs. These KPIs are at different levels. So 184 performance indicators are at the Mandal level, then about 138 are at the district level, then about HOD level there are 156, and secretariat or secretary level there are 34. So all combined 512 parameters have been identified. These the entry point is at the Mandal level. There is an app developed by EPCFSS, which is planning department will be compiling this information on a regular basis. So in the MD office, assistant statistical officer will be compiling this information and keying it. So you will have to keep monitoring this tab with CPO office. There is a unit provided. There are people there. They have been trained and they are aware of it. So please have a review with the all these district vision units. Then each constituency there are vision units. So almost state level 1100 people have been trained and they have been given to the constituencies. So please have a tap on this. These parameters have different seasonalities. So about 127 are monthly parameters, 32 are quarterly, 63 are half-yearly, and most of them, 280 are annual parameters. So these will be filled up at different points. About 439 are positive indicators, where the more you do, the better it will be, and about 73 are negative indicators like atrocities of women or child marriage and those kind of maintenance subjects, where it will be the lesser will be the better. So those distinction in terms of capturing these parameters have been built in the system, and sufficient number of training has been given. The important point to note also is that this is key parameters involve all aspects, not only the GSDP growth parameters, but the regular maintenance and other functioning of the government also. Out of this 512 parameters, there are about 183 parameters which are GSDP growth drivers. So they are pertaining to primary sector, secondary sector. So those growth, that GSDP ranking that you get is a subset of these parameters. So about 183 of those parameters go into that. The detailing of these parameters which are applicable to your mandals, to your districts, you will have to sit down with the CPOs and have first an understanding at your level, and also with your district officers and field officers you will have to do a training. Sufficient round has been done while preparing and also giving the targets and achievement, but still, because the first system is still, first time it is being grounded, you will have to see that there are certain gaps areas which have to be filled. It is important because the performance of the district and mandals and the officers will be coming from this. So please, my request to all the collectors would be that please bestow your personal interest, have some time, maybe at least fortnightly or something. You should spend 2-3 hours spent with CPO and the teams, and so that till the time that this gets perfected, you have to take it up. Now in this, the target is top-down approach. So state level targets like 17% GSDP growth is broken down into which district how much has to be done. Similarly, how Mandal area. So that is, experts say that target is always top to down, and then the achievement is from bottom to up. So that Mandal level, then the district level, then state level, it is taken up from the field level. So this is the approach that has been taken up. Again, these trainings have been given. I would not like to take your time here, but then please be mindful that this is an important activity that you should be looking at. So this in this scoring methodology, annual target, same point which I have said. Some parameters are monthly, some are seasonality based. For example, agriculture parameters will be which will be 6 monthly or based on the agriculture season. Some will be like your horticulture law if you have insemination, so that will be a monthly, that will be broken down in what is your target and what have been achievement. So those activity wise you will have to look at it. As I was telling you, we have had a team of experts from the National Council of Economic Research, NES, are also looking at these parameters, so that when we call off MDP, that Mandal domestic product, what is the meaning of that product, and each Mandal will have its variation. Some Mandal may have industrial activity more, some Mandal will have primary agriculture. So those kind of 686 Mandal parameters we have taken and drafted with the department. So sufficient work of theoretical and practical work has gone into it. All the tools will be made available to you. It is already there. We'll be refining it. By December, we'll have to perfect this. And this is one parameter which Honorable Chief Minister will be monitoring regularly. So I would request you to give your personal attention to this. Thank you. Now, sir, this is the first month results, the department-wise rankings. Housing has done its relative target completed. Similarly, education, consumer affairs, travel fair, transport, finance, energy, sir, some numbers we have yesterday CSR looked into it, and already the performance is good, sir. So we rectified that 91% it has come, sir. Our medical department, so most of the departments are above 75%, sir. Some departments, because of seasonality, are between 60 and 75. That improvement will be coming, sir. So already all the secretaries are in sync and they are looking at it, sir. Similarly, sir, this district wise also again we have done the KPIs. The first was GSDP. This is KPI wise ranking. So here also some districts have not been able to capture. Largely it is range bound, sir, from 58 to 64%. The bandwidth is quite this thing, sir. So all districts works are happening, but because there is a seasonality involved and there is some reporting issues, sir, so that we will be we need to improve upon from next month cycle. We'll be taking it up, sir. So this is for a flavor of what it will be looking like. Similarly, sir, under each parameter we will have Mandal wise. So 686 Mandals also, top 10 Mandals for example, and under the KPIs, Anandpur 82, NTR, Nandigama 80, Vijayawada West 80. So these are the this is a ranking of across districts of 686 Mandals. Similarly, last Mandals which have to be picking up or also given, Pidabayalu, then Nagailanka, Goduru, Totladuru. So these where some issues are there, there also the collectors will have to monitor and see that the Mandal level performance of these offices and on these parameters are also reviewed properly. Now, important point is the timelines and this thing, sir, SOPs that have to be given every month. Please note that every month Mandal level entry has to be completed by 5th of the month, district level by 8th. Then HODs will be reviewing from 8th to 15th. The other day, Honorable Chief Minister sir has reviewed and said that between 8th and 15th, 1 week will be time for HODs and to look up at the respective departments. Collectors, of course, will be having 1st to 8th, then 8th to 15th. After 15th, CM sir will be looking. There is a bulletin or report that will be given to CM sir every month. 15th, sir wanted it. So by that time, the performance geography wise, parameter wise, key sector wise will be a report that will be on the table of the Honorable Chief Minister and the Chief Secretary. They will be taking it up. So please ensure that it is done timely. If you don't, if any mandal slips up, then it will be zero. So unnecessary you will be called for non reporting on there. So my request would be that this you can keep in mind when you take it up. So this is all. Now we'll be going subject wise, sir. Way forward we have already given. One point, sir, I'll just like to emphasize here. Apart from these KPIs that we have taken and also the 512 parameters, there are some SDG parameters that we are adding. So it will be about 600. Out of this, 183 are GSDP growth parameters. Another 56 will be added with MDP and that we are doing. So about 200 growth parameters and 600 will be your performance parameters. So both of these will be monitored on monthly basis from the Mandal level, district level, and this will be a report which will be having, rather than having a random meeting, a systematic intervention that if particular sector there is a lacking, or if a particular area there is something, if industry or let's say agriculture or health or something is not performing, based on these reports, a scientific or input will be taken up. So there is an app also being there. There is a dashboard also with you. So this will be available. There will be a country collector login. Please note this this dashboard. All these figures which you are putting is available there. Your CPOs have it. Your the division, that the district vision unit have the entry point. They will be making these entries. Mandal level also it will be there, and this monitoring you have to do. The effort is to make the interventions at your level, at the district level for you, and at the government level and the chief minister level, at the state level, a scientific and a data based intervention rather than having a random kind of these things. So this is all, sir, and then we'll have agriculture, sir, okay, for 20 minutes, and then other also. If any points are at this stage, or we'll continue with this?
No, all three presentations over, then they will ask.
Right. So now I'll request special CS agriculture for primary sector discussion.
So namaskaram, sir. Sabaku namaskaram. Good morning to all the district collectors. Primary sector is important not just because it contributes 32% to the GSDP, 35%, but you should also remember that whatever figures industries show, the raw material actually has to flow from the primary sector. So there is no sugar industry without sugar cane. There is no cocoa industry without cocoa. So the raw material for the downstream industries is given by the primary sector. So all the district collectors have to give proportionately higher time to the primary sector, and except for Vizag and Anakapalli, remaining 24 districts, your bread and butter comes from the primary sector. Having said that, if you look at these figures, I'll quickly skip all this. I mean, most of it is statistics. As you know, the GSDP is calculated mostly averages. Agriculture and horticulture, very clear, it's the production into the MSP or the market price. But for animal husbandry and fisheries, it's slightly complicated. It's at the MOSPI level, some of the decisions are taken, and then from national level it comes to state, and state to it's appropriated to the districts. So the whole effort in the last 3 months from the primary sector, all the 4 departments, we put our efforts to sort of how do you deconstruct these numbers so that for the district collectors to monitor and review. Today, when we say that primary sector has achieved 8%, what exactly is that achievement of 8%? So how do we deconstruct them within the agriculture, horticulture? So that attempt we made, just to go by the statistic figures. This is how as we all know, within the agriculture sector, it's the livestock, horticulture, and fisheries that give us the growth rate. And tomorrow, when we are supposed to achieve for the primary sector 15%, it's mostly these 3 sectors that have to be focused on. And Honorable CM is very keen that we all concentrate on horticulture. In fact, horticulture accounts for about 30% area today. Honorable CM wants to take it to near to 50% in the next 4 years. This is again current prices. Then the KPIs. This is district wise. I'm told I have taken the clarification from the DES, and there are some I think entry problems, and therefore all the districts are shown as C, and also because of the Kharif cycle which starts from June. Again, this is first quarter achievement. West Godavari tops with 21.55%, and bottom you have Kadapa and Allur Sitaramaraju, Parvatipuram, Manyam. Key factors that influenced agriculture and allied sectors, you can see that in livestock, both milk production and meat production increased. But there is a concern as far as livestock is concerned. even in the discussion, we will come to this. In the livestock census, recent livestock census, there is a reduction of 13% in the livestock population, and this has impact on milk production. And how do we compensate that? That we will discuss. Fishing and aquaculture, all of you are aware that the USA imposed tariffs, which comes to nearly 60%, particularly on the aqua, particularly on the shrimp exports. So that challenge we have to really collectively overcome. As I've said, what we have seen the figure so far is mostly numbers and statistics. We are trying to, as I've said, deconstruct these numbers so that it's easier for the district collectors to review and monitor what exactly these numbers mean. So when we looked at the GVA, we combined agriculture, horticulture and animal husbandry. In fact, from a HR point of view, we are looking at these three together because aqua is slightly more technical and slightly more a different kind of emphasis is required. So from that point of view, when we look at the three combined GVA, it is 3.78 lakhs, 24-25. But then average GVA per district, if you look at the combined 14,557, as we've been saying all along, 5,000 comes from horticulture and animal husbandry, very less from 2,000 only from agriculture. Mandal wise again same. RSK wise also, if you look at total, out of the total average GVA per RSK of 42, 19 comes from AH, 17 comes from horticulture and agriculture is 6. Now if you look at how much of these GVA, 80% of GVA is accounted for, at RSK level it is almost 50% of the RSKs we need to focus. Mandals it's about 60%, and districts, 18 districts account for 80% of the GVA. So the top districts, Anantapur, 25,000 crores, but within that you can see Anantapur, everything comes from, 18,000 comes from horticulture. East Godavari, 22,000, it comes from 11,971 from animal husbandry. So this analysis top five again RSKs also. If you look at the RSK level, East Godavari, Bikkavolu Mandal, Balabhadrapuram, RSK 1, 2, 3, they account for nearly each of them 846 crores. So you just have to see what role the RSK functionary plays. Private corporate world, we have this concept of cost to the company. They look at employees as, how much is the employee costing. Now if you sort of flip it for the government service, this is the value that for that RSK functionary, what does it mean in terms of actionable points. So that exercise we did. As I've said, separately fisheries, Eluru, Krishna, alage top 20 mandals, top 50 RSKs. So starting with livestock, we again did this exercise as to, apart from the GVA numbers, we looked at district wise, what is the additional scope, more than what is now projected, in which sector, milk production, meat production and poultry, we are indicating. For example, Prakasham has tremendous scope in all the three sectors, more than what is actually now being shown as the target. This is RSK centric GSDP. So basically the livestock GSDP GVA are calculated on three parameters: milk, meat and egg, and they do a survey, sample survey, and based on some averages, it is simply multiplied with the number of population, animal population, into those averages gives the GVA. So that we looked at one RSK. For example, this RSK functionary Satyaveni, She works in Kapavaram, Bikkavolu Mandal district. Now, we looked at this particular RSK, and this whole 816 last year and this target of 895 crores for this Mandal, for this RSK, it actually because there are 24 lakh commercial poultry population in that area, and there is availability of green fodder, and these are the numbers: cattle and buffalo, sheep and goat, poultry, as I've said, 24 lakh. And in terms of milk production and value, and what is the GVA that this particular functionary has to focus on. Now, this exercise we will do it for every RSK in the state, and in maybe in another month or so, we are going to come with a dashboard, RSK wise dashboard, so that it is easier for you, and also we will schedule what is the month wise targets to be achieved, so that collectors can actually at RSK level you can actually monitor and review.